Maine was 65 today. You must be inland. I have a big pile of cards here. Hello, hello, hello. It is April 12th. It's almost tax day. Coming soon to a tax place near you. The moon is in Capricorn. The news is insane as usual. We're here to see if we can get some semblance of sanity going on. I know it's not an easy task, but we're here to work through it together. Let me know what's up. How you doing? Let's talk about Jim Jordan and what he's doing. Are they really going to New York? I gave Marjorie Taylor Greene the warning. I guess she wasn't watching the Psychic News Network. Man. Wait a minute. Wait. I have to maybe check this story out. Jim Jordan is doing what? Let's see. Hang on. First, I don't know why my phone's not loading. We have Justin Pearson got reinstated. Yippee! I cannot get my camera at the right angle. Okay, that's a little better. Let's just watch together. I love that. I just love that. That's what we need, people.
A message for all the people in Nashville who decided to expel us. You can't expel who? You can't expel our voice. And you sure can't expel our fight. We look forward to continuing to fight. Feeling to advocate. Justice rolls down like water. Going free. Let's get back to work.
I just love it. That's how excited we need to be about saving our democracy. We need to be that excited. Those boys are ordained. They're chosen. And I really do think, so motivating, that's what I was just about to say. I really do believe that this is the hope that and the leadership that we have really been lacking for the longest time. How you doing, Naples, Florida? I'm really thinking about the people in Florida these days. So, yeah, so that was sent right back, and you noticed I was pretty confused because my pendulum last week, gosh, so much happens in a week. It was just last week. My pendulum said that their seats would be saved, and it gets confusing sometimes. We need more Justins. Well, you know what? I play this song at Church of Spirituality at the end sometimes. And the first line is called Pass It On. It only takes a spark to get a fire going. And soon all those around will warm up and it's glowing. I wish I knew who wrote the song. It's in the other room. But anyway. They're getting a spark going. They have lit a spark. And we haven't had that. We haven't had people that will be the Pied Pipers that lead the way. So there's some good news there. We need, it's kind of getting to a point where it's like, okay, there's some good news to offset the bad news. And you love that song? Pass It On. It's an old hymn. But it's not like old. I think it was written in the 1980s. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, that's who wrote it? Kurt Kaiser? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. I have to check the hymnal. But yeah, it only takes a spark to get a fire going. And honestly, I am just so grateful that this is like, the down-home gospel, you know, Baptist preacher energy. Because that's what we need. Oh, he's not only related to Martin Luther King. I really do believe, it is my impression, that he is that soul. And I've been reading past lives for years, so I read The Pendulum the other night, and it agreed. So it's so amazing. We need these people. We need these people, and these people give us hope that the person whose time is here will arrive. Right? The people that like when Obama got into office, he was a president for the time we were in. Joe Biden is a president for the time that we are in. Donald Trump is there to show us what we don't want to ever have. Let's take a look. I'm going to use the John Holland's Psychic Tarot for a bit. These are a little bit different. I read them every so often. I'm going to pick a rune card, though. I think I'm going to pick a rune card. I need my little... Hang on a second. I'm not a planner. I never know, kind of like shoot from the hip, so to speak. I just go with what it feels like. Okay, so I'm going to pick a rune stone. Fix my necklaces here. And give us some guidance for the collective energy. We'll start with the rune stone. And I'm getting to know these a little bit better. These are my moonstone rune stones. Yes, they're here for a purpose. And what happens too is when we have people that are in their dharma, on their life path, and doing their calling, it reminds us that we have a calling too. So what is your calling? Maybe that's a new class I can teach. It's probably a good idea. Speaking of classes, there's a pendulum class coming up May 6th. Check my website if you want to, psychicanetdion.com, if you want to take this pendulum class. Okay, so we have this. I'll do my commercial later. Did I see the Republicans' face? When? I did not. Yeah. They make the other guys look so foolish, and I'm just so grateful that the foolish ones didn't win that one. Okay, allow the transformative powers of joining forces with humanity and all that is. What was once clandestine is given space to blossom and thrive. Open yourself to the overflowing wellspring brought by your emergence from your cocoon. It is here that you will find the insurmountable treasures you crave. So this seems to be pointing to, this is a new time of new energy. The invocation, always forward, ever forward. Together we are stronger. Together positive movement and transformation are possible. Together we see the stars and realize that we know and have everything within us. That's a good rune. That's Awaz. Really good rune. And this is Tamed Wild. I always like to remind you, go to Tamed Wild and you can get your rune cards too. They weren't really cheap, but they're really excellent. Definitely worth it. All right, so we're working together now, right? We're working together. We're on it. I think I'll wait before I talk about Trump because I have like important things to say about Donald Trump, and I want to wait until there are more people here. Am I going to use the gold cards? I can. I mean, I'm not attached. It's more like up to what cards I can find. I can't find those ones right now. They're probably just behind me. If they pop up, I'll let you know. I have the window open, so just so you know, you will be hearing the bottles. They started early tonight. It's a kind of a more on the warm side kind of a day, so people tend to drink more when they're thirsty. We're going to take a look at what what's the energy that's going to be unfolding in Tennessee? Let's see. The energy unfolding in Tennessee right now. The universe. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Where's my bell? The energy that's unfolding in Tennessee from what's just occurred. The universe has everything in divine order in Tennessee. The throat chakra reminds me that Tennessee is a music center. Yes, I know, I was there. Nashville. And harmony. That they will, and honestly, I was kind of shocked and stunned, but the governor of Tennessee signed some bill or law that's a red flag law to, I don't know the details, it just happened, but I think it might include, a red flag law and background checks. So, glory hallelujah. Glory hallelujah. It just, you never know, but sometimes we get what we want. Sometimes we get what we want. Are you talking about the bunnies? I guess I could get them, but I don't want to get up. So harmony in Tennessee. This is about what's going to transpire in Tennessee. Harmony. And that's where the orators, they have orating. They're good orators. Reading and trying to talk at the same way. You just viewed me in a concert playing the guitar and the harmonica on YouTube 7 years ago. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's my other life. I'm a musician and a songwriter. Thanks. All my music is on my website, by the way. All right, well, that's good news about Tennessee. Excellent. Orators. Great. Yeah, so the throat chakra card came up regarding these representatives in Tennessee and harmony and the universe. That's really, really, really good. Okay. Now, you guys, I haven't read the details about Jim Jordan going on a field trip. Apparently, Jim Jordan's going on a field trip. What I know about about Ohio, where Jim Jordan is from, and he's supposed to be serving his constituents. I heard that isn't that great news about Tennessee? Really, Jim Jordan's Ohio, he's supposed to be helping his state, and he isn't. He's not representing his constituents. He's not helping anybody. Oh, nearly 20,000 cattle die in a fire at a dairy farm. That's horrible. Oh, I wonder if that just happened. There's also a big fire. That's so sad about the cows. There's also there was a big fire in like Cape May and or that area of New Jersey today. That was kind of tough to see. It's a beautiful area down there. So Jim Jordan, the guides are saying, as far as Jim Jordan goes, he's running with fear. He's freaking out. He's freaking out. Jim Jordan's freaking out. You know how people get? They get really they move really fast and they can't think straight, and they're just he's in a confused fog. Jim Jordan is in a big confused fog. I think that he's talking to Trump. Well, that would put you in a confused fog. That would do it. I know. I can't really think about the cows. That's gonna just throw me off. That's just horrible. Let's hope that they went quickly. New Jersey had a fire too. But somebody's saying in Texas. Okay, too many stories. In Texas, it was a big fire. I wonder how that happened. Jim Jordan is panicking. Jim Jordan is not thinking straight. I don't think Jim Jordan is getting more than 2 hours of sleep a night. That's my sense about him. To me, his energy feels like he's on speed. And Bragg filed the lawsuit. That's right. And we're going to continue to send lots of white light and protection energy around law enforcement and around Bragg. Yeah, somebody's saying Manchester, New Jersey has. Sorry, it sounds like you live there. Jersey Shore. So, is the fire out in New Jersey? Yeah, well, there's a lot of Maria. You must have just joined us. What I was saying was, we're in a time where we have to, when there's a good news story, we gotta do this. Oh yeah, the Justins got back in office! Yippee! Yippee! Yay! Yay! I don't have any confetti. We have to freak out in a good way when there's good news. We've got to put a lot more energy into the good news, because the bad news is there and it sucks, but it's there, right? Oh, so on the Jersey Shore, the fire is getting contained. Good. Life is a balancing act, right? There was an explosion at the dairy farm in Texas. Yeah, send lots of protection to Alvin Bragg. We hadn't really seen Alvin Bragg until things started heating up. Like we don't really see prosecutors and judges. That's kind of a new thing. But I know that Alvin Bragg probably gets nervous, but I don't get that he's full of fear. Reminds me of the Good News Bible. Yeah, whatever works. The good news. So, just like Jack Smith, I mean, you know that these death threats make them nervous. Yeah, I'm hearing about the cows and the fire in Texas. It's really, really sad. I'll find out more about that later. Yeah, and I saw in the news that there were evacuations in New Jersey, but it looks like the fire is starting to go out, so that's good. So Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith, there's a certain, speaking of people that are doing their path, that are here and know their life purpose, and they're in their dharma, like the two Justins, and Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith, for example. It's not that they're fearless, they're nervous, but they're made of steel too. Yeah. You misnamed Bill Barr for Alvin Bragg? Yeah, but I didn't even see what you said. Just going back to Jim Jordan, the other night, on Monday night, remember we read on Jim Jordan, and before this all kind of came out with Alvin Bragg suing him, filing a lawsuit against Jim Jordan. We live in unprecedented times. This is crazy. Remember the cards I pulled? I'll have to go back and look. But I believe that when it came to Jim Jordan, I got the star card, which was like the United States against Jim Jordan. The United States wins. The Empress, and I forget what the third one was, but I just got that they have such a strong case against Jim Jordan that he doesn't have a flying whatever chance. Hello. Of getting away with this. He really just doesn't. So we're going to pick 3 cards about Jim Jordan. Yikes! And if you want to know if you're getting any more psychic through all this, you probably are. Because I'm going to give you, do this little exercise. Try this. Get a picture from the news of, I'm going to do a screenshot or something. So look at a picture in the news of, say, Jim Jordan, right? Just look at a picture. And then look at a picture in the news of Justin Jones. And notice the discrepancy between their energies, because you will feel it. And then that's how you know that you're using your psychic ability. When I think about Jim Jordan, you get this kind of like icky, crawly, yikes, slimy, reptilian yuck, because he's just such an evil human, conniving. You can feel it, right? So we're doing a little psychic drill. You can tell. You can feel it. There was a time that I said, this is like last year, maybe last summer. I was doing a reading and I was reading on Ted Cruz, and all of a sudden it popped into my head that Ted Cruz smelled bad, right? I was just doing a reading and I was reading on Ted Cruz. And then later people were telling me, according to some reports, his college roommates complained about that Ted Cruz literally smells. I could feel it. Jim Jordan probably smells too. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm making an observation. Just like I don't say that they're fascists to be mean, I'm making an observation. The Wikipedia definition, you know, of fascism is why I call them fascists. Thank you. Like my polish? I do try to do my nails. All right, so let's look at Smelly Jim Jordan. I mean, he's sweating a lot. Jim Jordan's ugly in drag? No. Are you just trying to make me laugh more? Oh, just sissy, just visualize it. Just visualize it. Jordan getting arrested inside the Capitol and transported to New York City. Did I see how AI dressed some Republicans in drag? They looked fabulous. No, I didn't see that. I'm a little nervous about AI. I don't want them stealing, you know. Let me just say right here. Let me just cut this off at the pass. If you ever see a video of me and I'm out of character and I'm being nasty and evil and mean and awful, it's not me, it's AI. Okay? Just so you know. I'm just going to head this off. Right? Jim Jordan is a real dummy. Well, he'll be isolated. He'll be isolated, and Americans who are really wanting, see what's happened with the two Justins, because it's national and international news. These guys have been given a stage. They have a platform, the representatives in Tennessee, the two Justins. And what's happening is they're tugging at people's heartstrings about democracy. Yeah, Jim Jordan is an idiot. And so I have solitude for Jim Jordan. This is the Hermit card. Oh, you like these cards? These are John Holland, who's a famous medium. This is called the Psychic Tarot. These cards are like really worn out. I've used them so much for readings. The heart chakra is telling me that people of the United States that are normal are really inspired by the win for democracy in Tennessee. We have a long road to hoe, but we're you know, that was an important win. That was like in Tennessee last Thursday, democracy died. And then, how interesting. It was sacred, it was Holy Week, right? In the Christian faith, it was Holy Week. These guys are Christians. As far as I know, they're Christians. I know that I think they both went to theologian school. I think they have their degrees in theology. So Thursday, we were mourning the loss of democracy in Tennessee. And then what happened? We were so sad. We were heartbroken. And then the crucifixion came, right? And then Holy Saturday came. And then Easter Sunday came, the resurrection. And lo and behold, on Monday, I think it was Monday, Justin Jones got his seat back. And you know how you don't know what you have till it's gone? We were so freaked out as a nation. The Tennessee lost its democracy. I'm talking about Jim Jordan, but I'm just telling you a side thing. Jim Jordan's going to be really feeling alone because Americans' love for democracy is going to start having a really strong energy about it. And our foundation, believe it or not, this is an interesting way to look at it, which is the guides are kind of giving me this. We look at the ugliness. We look at the heinous behavior. We look at the evil and the slime and the criminality and the corruption. We see Trump and he's like talking about, we'll get to that. Putin, like he's like this some kind of hero, and we will get to that. And we become stronger because we look at that and we go, hell no. We might say some more swear words in that one. Hell no. Hell no. Rondaroo, I just want to say, Rondaroo is saying, I never in a million years would I have thought our nation would be here. I understand what you're saying, but let me also give you a perspective that we have had democracy working for as long as we have. That's the real anomaly, right? You hear the song Rise Up? I have a song Rise Up. Is that what you're talking? Oh, you're talking about, I have a song called Rise Up too. Rise Up from Hamilton is what she's referring to, I think, unless you've heard my song. So because they're so heinous, we're becoming really strong because we don't want that, right? And I just want to say that what we're going through right now is, it feels like hell, it feels challenging, it feels difficult, it's hard to watch the news. However, it's very unusual for us as humans to be in a time of total everything's cool and everything's harmonious and everything's, democracies, or that would be the anomaly. That would be the anomaly. Are you referring to my song Rise Up or I don't know. I don't even know if I have that recorded. I'm working on it. Sorry. I apologize for being all over the place, but I hope that made sense. Jim Jordan is alone. And this isn't just Jim Jordan, even though I'm reading on him. This is the Republicans. They're going to be all out there like, women can't decide what to do with their bodies, and we need to have more AR-14s, 15s, and we need to have those those pins. Since they put the pins on the lapels, haven't we had more heinous massacres? We need to have, we need to take people's right to read books away. You know what they're all doing, right? We need to shut down access to the media's access to what we're doing, and they're on their own with that, right? They're on their own with that. These fascists, they're on their own with that. Jim Jordan included, because it's tugging at our hearts. The two Justins are tugging at our hearts, this younger generation that are showing us how it's freaking done, and it's making us stronger in our foundation. They're all working for the NRA, that's obvious. I'm telling you, I saw a clip, and I mentioned it last time, of Ted Cruz chewing out Chris Murphy, and it was disturbing as all hell. Oh my goodness. Thank you for putting my info up there. They're going down, down, down. But I do want to see what's going to happen. Do you guys know? Yeah, we're so proud of the Justins, and don't you just want to go hug them? Yeah, hit the thumbs up if you can. Thanks. And that's what the heart chakra was referring to, because they're just so light. You know that if Justin Jones or Justin Pearson walked into a room, that you just want to give them a big hug, because they have light. They have light, and it only takes a spark to get a fire going. Like I was saying, the Justins need a song. I'm working on it. I am working on it. I really. I used to live in Nashville. My friend Sean Galloway, a lot of you who follow me know, my friend Sean Galloway in Nashville has a song called We Choose Love. Yeah, they glow. They do glow. And that would be a great song for right now. They're gifted, those two Justins are gifted speakers. Look, I'm still talking about them, and it's just a half an hour in, I'm still talking about them. And then, the law of contrast, let's just look at what's going on here. The law of contrast is when you see something so horrible, you want to fight for the opposite. Just making sure I'm getting my point across. I've said it like 10 times. Okay, next. Anybody that you know that is a fan of Donald Trump, if you get an opportunity, lovingly sit them down. Diane, yeah, Justin Pearson, I believe, was Martin Luther King. If you have anybody that is a Trumpster, and you can lovingly sit them down and say, I just want you to see what Donald Trump said, and when Tucker Carlson, I don't know why he interviewed him, I want you to see what he said about how much he looks up to Kim Jong-un and how much he looks up to Putin. Sit them down and be gentle and be loving and be kind. Cheryl, I'm serious. This is for you and anybody else. Wow, all you guys are mentioning my songs. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're reminding me I need to be playing my songs more. Sit them down and gently talk to them because you love your family, even if they got sucked into the cult. And ask them, just tell them you're scared. Tell them that you're scared because we've seen what Putin has done to the Ukrainian people to the tune of, I promise I won't be heavy for too long, but I'm just telling you, this is a way to get them to listen. That Trump idolizes Hitler, and Trump idolizes Kim Jong-un, and Trump idolizes Putin and President Xi. And if somebody goes along with that, it's not okay. Maria, try that. I think you just have to say, that you're just a concern, and I'm scared because he actually said, well, I don't, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it can't be done, because I am just, there are no words. I cannot believe that Trump sat there and praised Vladimir Putin, and then later in the day, we know what he's done to the people of Ukraine. Innocent people. I'd be grateful. I'm glad you're glad that I'm on. People are being beheaded, and Ukrainian soldiers are being beheaded by Putin's army. So if you have a Trumpster in your family, you might want to gently sit them down and tell them that that's what Trump wants to be. That's what he wants to be. Okay? I just had to tell you that because I had to say it, because I know a lot of you have those challenges, and it's getting real serious, right? Yeah, some of them are ready. Thank you, Kim, for saying that. It's a little bit upsetting, just a little, when people say, I can't talk to them, as if it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. People are saying Justin Jones seems like Malcolm X. I'm going to read on that. You're not going to talk me out of that Justin Pearson is Martin Luther King incarnated, just like no one can talk me out of that Trump is Mussolini incarnated. But we'll see. Let's see. Is Justin Jones Malcolm X? Nope, but he's somebody. John Lewis is guiding him. We'll come up with it. We'll figure out who he is. I usually do. I mean, where I get a really, really strong impression. Let's take a look at what's going on with Trump's energy right now. He's trying to delay the Eugene Carroll case. What I think, Marissa, I did see that before you retracted it, is that the Republican Party will be no more. Or actually, the guides are saying that sect of the Republican Party will be no more. The insurrectionists, the fascists. I checked Ron DeFascist, and Ron DeFascist was not Hitler. I'm trying to think of what I got. I got that Ron DeFascist was definitely a dictator in a past lifetime, but I didn't get that he was Hitler. I'm trying to remember. Ron, I guess I should say his name right. Ron, hang on a second. I have to follow you. Yeah, not only does 45 signature match Mussolini's, I have a picture. I'll show it to you next time. I've shown it to you before. I have a picture of Mussolini that looks exactly like Trump. Oh, thank you, Lois. Everyone should share this video with a friend. I appreciate that. Who is drawing attention to himself? Are you talking about Trump? Mussolini is DeSantis? I don't know what you mean. You thought Putin was Hitler? Do you read past lives? I think I read, no, I actually did read on Putin in the past, and I checked to see if he had been Hitler in his past lifetime, and I got no. And his name is DeSatan. I call Ron DeSantis DeFascist. I got that, and you can look this up. I got that Vladimir Putin was he was Prince Oleg, Oleg. Look it up. It was heinous. It was bad. Let's see. I'm going to ask something about Trump. Is Trump mentally ill right now? Well, I guess that's a relative term. Yes, Prince Oleg. You have to check that out because I don't even know how it came into my head. But it was like Viking times. Does the Pentagon already know who the three people are that leaked the documents? Hang on. Trump is suing Michael Cohen. He's suing everyone. That's what he said his whole life. Was Clarence Thomas king here? Well, Clarence is the king. Are you talking about Michael Cohen? Trump has been suing people since he came out of the womb. Honestly. All right, hang on. Is Trump dangerous? Is Trump dangerous right now? Trump is dangerous right now. He's dangerous. And I did get that there will be a gag order on him. And with the new threats coming to Alvin Bragg, and I guess they received white powder again, it reminds me of after 9/11. Remember that was happening then? We made it through, so keep the faith. Is Trump planning violence? Well, I get a no on planning violence. He's suing Michael Cohen for $500 million. Didn't he already try that? I think he already tried that. For what? So much news. I think that I have all the news in my head, and then there's more. Okay, I'm gonna do this again because I kind of lost track. I might get the other cards. I had a whole pile of cards. Oh, here's the black and gold cards. Organization is not my strong point. The bane of being a creative person. Organization, we leave that for the Capricorns and the Virgos. We all have our strong points, right? We all have our strengths. Suing Michael Cohen for breach of attorney-client relationship. Are you serious? That's so crazy. Kathy's serious. The current question is, well, I don't really have a current question. I was asking, is it true? Because people are talking about Michael Cohen. You don't have to write fiction anymore. Michael Cohen being sued by Donald Trump. I'm not really asking a question yet. I just switched up cards. I try to repeat the question. I do make an effort. Indictment excitement is real. Does Trump have something on him? No, I don't get that. I don't get the... I just feel like Michael Cohen's an open book, and I can't even imagine what Trump would have on Michael Cohen that we don't already know. There's no attorney privilege if the person committed a crime. Right. There's Maria, our civics teacher. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards about the general energy of Donald's court cases. Should we do one at a time? Trump has nothing on Michael Cohen. He has nothing on Michael Cohen. He's just, his brain is wired to sue. I'm gonna pick 3 cards about the Alvin Bragg. I'm trying to pick a criminal case. Pick a criminal case. Pick a crime, any crime. Pick a crime, any crime. How about let's do this. Let's do the secret documents. Now somebody's asking like who leaks the documents from the Pentagon, and I got that there was a Trump connection. And I'm picking 3 cards about Donald Trump and the secret documents that he stole, that he keeps saying were his. So many crimes. Crimes, so many crimes. Oh, okay. Well, here we are. Jack Smith is a black and white cut and dried case when it comes to the secret documents. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Well, Trump is trying to delay the E. Jean Carroll case. I think Jim Jordan is sick. He does look yellow and pale. He always looks yellow. Did Trump have a stroke? Well, I can look. All right. So what I was asking about just then is the secret documents that Trump stole. The Knight of Swords is Jack Smith, the DOJ. The Hierophant is the Constitution. It's unconstitutional what he did. And the Empress is the United States. Donald Trump is totally going to lose the secret document case. Yeah, these are pretty cards. I have no idea who made them because they came without an artist's name. It's very strange, but they're great cards. As far as the documents case, the DOJ has got Trump under their thumb. Absolutely, without a doubt. What was I going to check the pendulum about? Did Trump have a stroke? Russian spies in terms of the Pentagon leaks. I get that there was a Trump connection. Yeah, these cards are the Black Forest Tarot deck. Has Donald J. Trump had a stroke? Has he had a stroke? The pendulum is saying yes. The deposition for the E. Jean Carroll case is tomorrow. Does he have to show up for that? He has a urination issue. Sorry. I apologize for jumping all over the place once again. No, Jim Jordan, he's just yellow. I mean, we can ask. Does Jim Jordan, is he going through health problems right now? Is Jim Jordan going through health problems? As Betty writes, yes, with the leaks. Get it together on that. Is Jim Jordan having health problems? Is he having health issues? Jim Jordan is having health issues, and I did get that Trump has had a stroke. Trump is flying into New York City tonight. I cannot keep up. You can follow the news all day and still not be able to keep up. It's insane, I tell you. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Look, it's almost 45 minutes in, and I just remembered it's time for me to do my commercial. Don't leave, because it's a good commercial break. Starting on Friday, I think I'm going to be offering free affirmations on my website. Starting on Friday, I'm working it out with Terry, my assistant, and so I'm going to be offering that for free. You remember when the news was boring? Wasn't that nice? You could just like live your life. And I know it's amazing how much we just have to keep, because you just stay on top of it. But we're in a time of great transition and change. My commercial. I have plenty of room in my schedule to give you a personal psychic reading, which includes the tarot cards, it includes mediumship, it includes a past life reading, it includes guidance for what's going on in your life right now, a little teensy bit of astrology just from what I know for doing this work for so long. But I would refer you to Kathy for a full-on reading. Anyway, but I do touch on the astrology. Basic, your sun rising, we talk about that. Channeling and life purpose, and I did mention past lives. Anyway, it's from soup to nuts. Get a reading with me, and you won't regret it, because you'll just walk away with all this information and a lot of clarity. Thank you, Kathy. 20 on Tuesdays is our guided meditation. Every single Tuesday we do a guided meditation for a healed America. After the class, if you're on our email list, you will receive a recording of that guided meditation to help us to heal America with our thoughts. And Grassroots of Democracy meets twice a week. Let's jump on the bandwagon, people. I want to grow that group to be thousands and thousands of people. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com to sign up for that. You can also sign up for 20 on Tuesdays on grassrootsofdemocracy.com. I have a spiritual approach to weight loss class. It's a 4-class course, and we had a class on Saturday, but you can still join. We record the class. You can have a recording of Saturday's class. And if you want to lose weight, this is a spiritual approach. We don't talk about how much you weigh or anything like that. That's nobody's business but yours, but it's a spiritual approach. So Sandy really liked the meditation last night. Good. I'm glad you were there. And as far as Grassroots of Democracy meetings, you will get all the notes. So even if you can't attend our meetings, you'll get tons of notes with links and things that you can do to save democracy. You want to be part of the in crowd, right? And on May 6th, I have another pendulum class. Pendulum classes are always a lot of fun. And so, okay, I'm reading. So that's what I have. And there's probably more. Oh, Church of Spirituality, every single Sunday at 1. Catch up on last week's services. There were 5 of them. It was a big week. It really was a big week. There was a lot going on last week. And that's free. And I take donations. I have a tip jar in the description. Please support this work so I can keep doing it. I keep doing it anyway, but anyway, it helps to be paid. And I love you all. New York City will drive Jordan out, just like I told you. It didn't take a psychic to tell you. You just have to know what it's like in the Northeast. Marjorie Taylor Greene lasted 10 minutes. 10 minutes before they scared her off. New Yorkers don't mince words, believe me. Nor do Bostonians, just so you know. When I moved to Nashville, I had to sugarcoat it. All right, let's look at so catch me up. So catch me up. So Jordan can get served in his lawsuit if he shows up. What do you mean he can get served papers or something? Let's see. Oh, I didn't know that about Dianne Feinstein. Okay. It takes a quick mind, I tell you. Let's see what's going to happen on Jim Jordan's, Pinocchio, George Santos, whatever his name is he's a piece of work. I just want to take a look at what's going to happen on, to enjoin the subpoenas. It'll be easier to serve him with the lawsuit if he physically, okay, well, you're a lawyer, you would know. If he physically shows up. Oh, okay. So I'm actually reading on what's going to happen if Jim Jordan shows up. Is he going with other people? Can I summon Elijah Cummings? I think I can. I'm not in channeling mode at the moment. I'm actually picking cards to see what will happen if Jim Jordan goes to New York. Is it tomorrow that Jim Jordan's planning to take the clown card in New York? By the way, this is all on our dime. I think about when I think about, it's almost tax day. Let's all take a moment and think about it's April 15th. If you're self-employed, you have to pay taxes, and you have to pay taxes anyway if you're not self-employed, but you really do notice it a little more if it's not coming out of your paycheck every week. And those taxpayer dollars, yeah, Elijah Cummings is wonderful. I think I did channel him before. I heard someone calling it the clown car. Yeah, is he going? Is Jim Jordan planning to go tomorrow? Anyway, this is what's going to happen. He's going to get arrested. Monday, April 17th at 9. Is that when he's going? I actually see, do I see Pinocchio leaving the summer? I'll look at that. Dangerous storms will be targeting the Gulf Coast, and when they hit Florida, Ron DeFascist isn't going to do anything to help. I said Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to get arrested. I think she had it on her mind that she wanted to get arrested. She got run out of town, so she didn't get an opportunity to get arrested, but I think she wanted to. Damon, oh my God, what a mess. Yeah, try reading on all this. I see him getting arrested. And that, I'm saying getting arrested because I'm reading the energy of what's going to happen to Jim Jordan. So it might not be an actual arrest, but stopped by law enforcement. Two of Wands. He's going to get nowhere. Jim Jordan is going to get nowhere. Nowhere. Nada. Nothing. I'm looking at these cards going, what are they thinking? Just like, messing with Alvin Bragg. What is he thinking? Marjorie Taylor Greene got scared. She probably did get scared. She's got her cushy little bubble, yeah, New York will be ready. Marjorie Taylor Greene has her cushy little bubble, alternative reality. And the redneck area of Georgia that she lives in. I'm just saying that because people, they don't understand what they voted for. The ones that voted for her, they don't understand. And she has no idea. These people are not worldly. Look at Lauren Boebert. Not worldly. Not in the least tiny bit. Let's look at. I'm trying to pick who to look at. Let's look at the Trump children. I've always seen Marjorie Taylor Greene be in charge. I've always seen Marjorie Taylor Greene be in charge for January 6th. Maybe Jordan should go to New York in a drag disguise. That'd be fun. Do I have to stockpile on sage to remove all the negative energy? Yeah, I'm Teflon. I don't have to do all that. Some people do. Jordan did not comply to subpoenas by January 6th committee. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. There's so much to read about. I drew a blank. Let's just look at the Republicans. Oh, somebody was asking about Kevin McCarthy. I see Kevin McCarthy being ousted, and I think it's going to be by June. The horrible Netanyahu, what do you want me to ask? Is he going to be acting like a dictator forever? I can look at that. Is Netanyahu, is he going to stay in his post as leader? No. Bond Blue, thank you for the rocks. I finally went to the post office. They're in the other room. That was very, very sweet. Netanyahu is not going to stay in power. Did he arrange those bombs from Gaza? Let me look. Did he arrange the bombs from Gaza? Didn't yet. I'm getting a yes on that. Yeah, that was so sweet. She sent me a box of rocks. At the post office, they're like, it's kind of heavy. Really beautiful, thank you. And they're just the right size. I can hold them when I'm doing a reading. Like, she did send me this. Kevin McCarthy said some things about his own colleagues and they're mad. Yeah, he's such a loser. It's like, we can kind of look at this in a way like it's a good thing they're so dumb. Netanyahu is a criminal and is, yeah. I really think that I see him being overthrown. I really do. The guys are saying something about Iran and I don't know how that's connected. Like, is it possible that Netanyahu is doing some illicit activity that involves Iran? He's gone too far. Yeah. I don't have enough information on what's going on over there, but I'll educate myself. By his own military. Yeah. I always thought that Putin would get overthrown by his own military too. All right. What's it going to be? Kevin McCarthy. I was just watching a video a little while ago of Jamie Raskin just taking down Matt Gaetz. I was reading on Netanyahu and I felt like Iran had something to do with his nefarious activity. Right now I'm reading on Kevin McCarthy. In a way, we're lucky that these people are so incompetent. We have so many different topics going on right now. I have to figure out which one you're talking about. Yeah, Jamie Raskin, boy, he took down Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz, he tries to like sit there like he knows what he's talking about, and he totally is the biggest liar shyster. There's so many. I have the window open. You can hear the clocks chiming 8. Kevin McCarthy. This is lawyers coming after McCarthy. The 6 of Wands, that's the challenges that McCarthy is facing. And the 6 is giving me a sense of January 6th. He knew about it. He was in on it. The King of Cups. I see the guides are showing me Kevin McCarthy being kind of paralyzed and impotent and not able to move. I don't mean like physically, I mean energetically. I see him impotent and bound up and really kind of in a paralysis of sorts. I see Kevin McCarthy, I'm just talking energy, in a position of there's no place for him to go to. I guess that would actually point to him being in trouble for something that he did. And I'm connecting that to January 6th, Kevin McCarthy. Remember in March, we were all saying there's a lot that's going to happen in April, and a lot of it is positive. As far as how long Kevin will keep his seat, I'm actually picking up that people are planning. Oh, Matt Gaetz, he is. He reminds you of Beavis and Butthead. Is he Beavis? I have the sense that there are people that are planning Kevin McCarthy's to be ousted. Remember, yeah, I wonder what the conversation was between Matt Gaetz and McCarthy too. But I'm just remembering that the way he sold his soul. Remember, I was calling him hostage of the house. The way Kevin McCarthy sold his soul, he basically sold out our country. There was a condition that they could oust him. Just one person could get him ousted. And I'm feeling plans behind the scenes to oust him. Is it from the Democrats? Is that what's going on? It's from the Democrats. It's from the Democrats. Interesting. Are some Republicans also getting it together to oust? No, the Democrats are getting ready to oust Kevin McCarthy. I'm not sure what they have on him. Kathy's asking him, do I see the end of the war in Ukraine soon? I have been thinking that war is supposed to end soon for a long time. And I think the guides just keep showing me that Ukraine is ahead. But the evil of Putin keeps coming back up. I don't get that Trump has something on Jim Jordan. Okay, Kevin McCarthy. We can read on Ukraine a little bit. Well, John, what I'm picking up is the Democrats are, what's coming through so strongly is that they're figuring out a way to oust Kevin McCarthy. So I think it can be done. And this is the tricky part. We're not lawyers, and we're not constitutional scholars. So I'm picking up that there's a way, though. There's a way to oust him. Russian soldiers defecting in droves, not following orders of generals. And that's been going on for a while, too. See, as far as Ukraine goes, I felt like when it hit the 1 year mark that it was going to end. But I just think greed and energy is like, I'm reading that Russia is doing so poorly. It's tricky. It's like I'm reading energy, and I just feel like Russia has lost in a way. Is Jenny about to bring down Clarence? Clarence is going to bring himself down, but Jenny's going to be questioned by Jack Smith. I see Clarence kind of slinking away, honestly. All right, you guys, let me know if the Wi-Fi is not working for some reason. You got a foot to help kick them out? Let's everybody get our feet and kick them all out. Kick the bums out. What else did I promise you I'd read on? Matt Gaetz, just for the heck of it. Matt Gaetz. The fate of Gaetz. Gaetz' fate. I don't think in my entire life that I've ever seen such despicable humans as these fascists posing as Republicans. You heard on the news that Egypt was supplying weapons to Russia with the war in Ukraine. Well, see, now we're in a kind of a tricky place right now with what's going on over there, because there's some regimes that are throwing some weaponry at Russia to help them out. I don't feel like it's going to be enough. Anyway, I'm reading on Matt Gaetz right now. There's so much that they have on Matt Gaetz. The guides are just saying, Matt Gaetz has committed so many crimes and money has kept him out of prison. But it's not that the crimes aren't there. They have the receipts. He's got the world card. Things are going to change in Matt Gaetz' world. I feel like around the fall, we're going to see some taking down of Matt Gaetz. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. I did check and see. I did see that Trump had a stroke. I did see this pendulum said he had a stroke. What do I see for Satan? Thank you for asking, Catherine, because I do have it on my mind to read about. Let me tell you what's going on in Florida. And this is the reason that we were given so much hope by Tennessee. And we need, who's in Florida? I got that Trump had a minor stroke. The pendulum checked out on that. Gates belongs in jail. The cards are saying the only reason that Matt Gates isn't in jail is money. That's the only thing keeping Matt Gates out of jail. His daddy has been bailing him out for the longest time. A YouTuber caught that Trump had a stroke. Oh, let's put some light on the subject. You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay. 45 might have Bell's palsy. What's going on in Florida? I mean, Florida needs to take Tennessee, what they're doing in Tennessee. Maybe you have charismatic people that are working for the good in Florida. Yeah, now, those Republicans, those fascists need to be brought to justice. I'm starting to think about Florida as the fascist state in America. Oh, thank you, Sandra, for letting me know that. A little bit of dirt. I'll handle it. And I want to know, if you're in Florida, I want to know what you're doing. Thanks, Sandra. I appreciate the scoop. Oh, the betrayal. I want to know, if you live in Florida, I want to know what you're all going to do in Florida. Because the Satan is a fascist. If it's fun, you know, like if Disney's fun. Okay, Sandra lives in Florida. What are you guys doing? You're fighting another horrible bear hunt in Florida right now? I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're fighting, I mean, I don't think you're talking about actual bears. Okay, so you're cool on, you're in Florida? He's full-on fascist, and I keep on picking up with Ron DeFascist that he has direct ties to Russia, and that's what I'm picking up. Direct. And I'm picking up too, and I told you this the other night, if you were here, his wife is going to get him in trouble. Actual bears? Really? Oh my goodness. You need to educate your neighbors. Endangered black bears in Florida? I'm so confused. There's so much going on in the chat tonight. I'm just all over the place. So what's going to happen? Because remember, if you were here the other night, the guides are giving me a vision, and I think it's just like a warning. That, were you guys here? Jordan is holding the kangaroo court, that's for sure. When I told you that what I keep seeing in my mind, in my mind's eye, which hopefully is just symbolism, that I see DeSantis. I see him having a military police type force that storms Disney World. And I think what I'm picking up on is his fantasy. And Disney is huge, so yeah. I've always said Disney would win. In fact, when he started to sue Disney, I was reading on it and I was like, oh my God, Ron doesn't know, Ron DeFascist has no idea, apparently, how much money Disney has. And the lawyers for Disney make like $1,000 an hour. Let's read on DeFascist. As I said, I don't call them fascists as an insult. I call them fascists as a descriptive label. Please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Please subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. It's easy, it's free. Okay, so I'm going to read on him specifically. what's going to happen? Okay, I keep on saying he's not going to run for president. He does not have the, he doesn't have the ability. Ron DeFascist doesn't have any charisma at all. He's charisma free. He's close to reviving the post-World War II military to be his complete personal military. So yeah, I actually see, well, why he's anti-peace is he's not peaceful. He's a disturbed human. He was voted back. He was voted back in. However, that wasn't a fair. It's not a fair election, map in Florida. We know this, right? It was disbanded after the war. Is he actually? Yeah, I keep on getting that Ron DeFascist is gathering together a fascist militant force. Okay, and as far as I have the death card. Gerrymandering. Yeah, it wasn't a fair election in Florida. I'm really pretty astounded how many people are saying, oh, why did he won the election? I'm really astounded by that because as far as I'm concerned, it wasn't legit in terms of all the gerrymandering and all that stuff that changing the maps, and it wasn't fair. A citizen's militia, yes. But it looked like he had set it up that it looked really, it appeared to be legit. Okay, let me give you an example. During the Black Lives Matter protests, do we remember that there were vans pulling up alongside protesters, kidnapping the protesters, and nobody knew who they were? These men in strange uniforms. Do you remember that during the Black Lives Matter protests? And we were horrified. We were like, who are all these? Who are these people in uniform that didn't have any identifying patches or anything? That's the kind of a sense that I get when I feel like, yeah, the black vans, that was really freaking scary. He wasn't voted in, he cheated. Thank you for saying it. I mean, I hate to say it that way because I don't want to sound like a QAnon person. Florida has never had legit elections of any kind for a long time. Well, that makes sense to me. Anyway, I got the death card from Ron DeSantis. That's the end for him. The death card doesn't mean death in the tarot. That's what I get for him. Okay, so the Six of Wands. I've always said he knew about January 6th, even though he wasn't there. Ron DeFascist. And the Seven of Pentacles. He's getting funded somewhere. Somebody's funding him. Yeah, the Satan militia. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I think my guides are giving me the energy of the situation in Florida that he would like for the stormtroopers to storm Disney. He won in 90 minutes. Yeah. Why did nobody have a question mark over their head about that? That really blew my mind. It really, honestly, it did. I've always picked up connections to Russia with him. Yeah. Ron DeFascist he's funneling money in from not the United States. Could have been Crow. Could have been Harlan Crow. Could have been a lot of people. Could have been the NRA. Let's check it out. Did Ron DeFascist get money from Harlan Crow? Okay, not him. Did Ron DeFascist get money from Russia? Russia. I don't think it came directly from Harlan Crow, but I do see a connection. Did Ron DeFascist get money from the Federalist Society? Oh, it's saying yes on that. I don't know why anybody, I don't understand how Ron just clinched it in the election and like in 90 minutes, right? And everyone was like, oh wow, he's so amazing. And no one questioned it. People. Has Ron DeFascist gotten money from Leonard Leo? Yes. They are all connected. They're definitely connected, but I'm picking up, not a direct connect to Harlan Crow. Has Ron DeFascist gotten money from Bolsonaro? I don't feel like Bolsonaro has a lot of money. From the NRA, I don't even have to ask, but I will, because it's obvious to me. Ron DeFascist, is he getting money funneled to him from the NRA? Yeah, from the NRA. Oh, really? So somebody's saying, Damon's saying Russian money laundering paradise, Florida's known as, oh, see, now I didn't know that. But I keep picking up on Russia, Florida, and Florida's becoming fascist, and you guys need to rise up and do something about it, please. Hurry up. Will DeSantis' Russian money come out into the open? I do think that some people know. Will it come out into the open? Yeah, because you know what? The last time I read on it, Damon's in Miami. Yeah, that's a hotbed for this what's going on. Be careful out there. You're fine, but just, watch your back. Okay. Is DeFascist being coached? He's being coached. Alrighty, I don't want to spend too much time on him, but there's a lot going on there. He's being coached. Oh yeah, big time. It's Christina Pushaw. It looks like Russia. Val Demings, she knows. Yeah, that's interesting that you should say that, because I did pick up kind of recently that Val Demings was gonna have something to do with investigating DeFascist. He has no charisma at all. No. Crazy. Craziness. What do we have to, Val's husband is law enforcement. Wasn't she too? Wasn't she the chief? A police chief? I think they're both in law enforcement. Oh, Greg Abbott, yeah. It's all, I've been saying this for months. That Greg Abbott, Greg Abbott's definitely funded by the NRA. By the way, when I see more and more evidence of how Greg Abbott doesn't have a heart and he's a monster of a person. She was a police chief, right? Val Demings. Yeah, money laundering. Putin, I say Putin, but I don't. I saw a picture of Putin from 2018. When Trump was at Helsinki, and I'm looking at it because they showed it on the news today. For some reason, they showed that. Well, because he was praising Putin last night. And he looks completely different. So what I'm really referring to is the Kremlin. Putin is he's a stand-in, just like Kim Jong-un. Yeah, DeFascist is using the Second Amendment to set up a well-organized militia. He does have a well-organized militia. He's being coached. My mind is going like, okay, because I'm seeing all the threads. Wow. What a tangled web they have woven. But I do see a collaboration of people that have been watching what's going on for a very long time. I've always said, and I've always said that Jack Smith knows what Ron DeFascist has been doing. And remember, Jack Smith investigates war crimes. So international law. Hang on a second. Coach for what? What do you think? How to be a fascist? How to do it? He's not the only one. Ron DeFascist is being coached on how to conduct a fascist takeover. Yeah, pull one thread and it will all come out. And that is happening. Yeah, so yeah, he's not helping the people at all. And then Darlene out of the blue. Ivanka and Jared may get divorced soon. Thank you for getting me off of the topic. Putin's playbook, yes. Yeah, of course he's being coached. Absolutely. And Marjorie Taylor Greene and the rest of those yahoos, they're being coached literally by Viktor Orban. They had him at CPAC. They went to Hungary. I hope you guys all know this. I'm going around thinking you already are informed about this. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're literally in 2018 on the 4th of July, a whole slew of them went to the Kremlin to learn how to do it, and a whole slew of them were hanging out with Bolsonaro. A whole slew of them were they went back and forth to Hungary to get coached by Viktor Orban how to do an autocratic takeover, right? I'm not saying that we're going to lose our democracy. What I'm saying is that's what's going on. Right? So, better to be informed. Okay. So, he can't be impeached and he can't be stopped. And unless he steps down, are you talking about the fascist? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just so you know, this is an actual thing that's in process. And I really want to see people to get it, this is a fact. They're doing an autocratic takeover. They're in the process. They're in it, and we have to cut them off at every opportunity. What the lawmakers in Tennessee were able to do, the two Justins were able to do. Tennessee almost lost its democracy. So let's yahoo for the miracle, and let's make sure that we can intervene. They're starting to gin up the South, yes. Yeah, it's very, very terrifying what's going on in Florida. I'm not going to look at Biden being reelected. That's not a question for tonight. It's too far off. It's okay if you're late to the job. You fell down the stairs. Are you okay? Oh no. Your shoes fell off. This is not good. Dan, take it easy. He's now trying to propose a bill so that he can still be the governor and president at the same time. I mean, we all should have that much self-confidence. I got the death card for Ron DeFascist. They're forming apartheid. Yes, apartheid. They are. They are. All right? So I just laid it on the line. It's not the first time I've done that. I think I gave a whole speech a couple of weeks ago. I did. I don't know what the date was. Where I explained where this all started and spelled it all out, that we've been at war with Russia for the past 7 to 8 years. And I spelled it all out. So I'm telling it to you like this because I want to know that you all know what's going on. And this isn't brand new news to you. Okay. Sorry. We just have to stay involved. We have to stay engaged. What happened in Tennessee was an outright miracle. Dominion is winning. Fox is in trouble. You know, I think we have to do an exercise where for every bad news story, we find a good news story. And we screenshot it, we do something, right? For every bad news story, we need a good news story. Dominion and Smartmatic, yep. Missouri Republicans do funding public libraries. Also, they endorse child marriages. Yeah. If we don't fight back, it's our own fault, right? Stay involved. Grassrootsofdemocracy.com. All right, let's look at I want to look at the book ban situation. He's crazy. He's nuts. The book ban situation. I have the magician. Total fascism. The bill he's pushing for, yeah, he wants to be the governor and the president at the same time. He's not even doing his job. Is this group behind DeSantis involved in child trafficking? I don't get that. Republicans bought up all the Spanish-speaking radio to, yeah, that's what we're up against. We're up against lots of misinformation. My sweet voice put your cat to sleep. Aww. That's because he can't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, book banning. I mean, this is a playbook, right? We know the playbook of fascist takeovers. So Bond Blue, yeah, we have to get the word out. We really, really, really have to get the word out to the people that don't understand what's going on. Russia was shocked that Trump won. They helped. Maybe they didn't know that Americans were so gullible. They were surprised that Trump won. I don't know anyone can vote for a man who wears white rubber boots, but here's the thing. He didn't win fair and square. Ron DeFascist did not win fair and square. I am a singer. Sorry, I'm jumping around again. What's up with Mitch McConnell? Mitch McConnell is trying to figure out how to slither away. The group behind DeSantis and Crow involved in... I'm not getting that. Why do you keep asking about child trafficking? Okay. This is about banning books. They can't ban information. You know, if you ban a book, then the people are going to find... what are they going to do? Smash everyone's computer? I should probably not say that. But seriously, how are they going to keep information from people? Charisma free. Yeah. Did I say that? I didn't even know I said that. Yeah. Ron DeFascist has no charisma. I'm looking at the book burning situation. The magician says that we have power here. Yeah, they can order it from Amazon. I mean, but the thing is, we need to shut this down. This banning books. We need to shut it down. Yes, Brian Tyler Cohen has launched a Spanish language version of his video. Good point. Good point. Yeah, sorry, Kim. I guess I've done such a deep dive into such awful energy that I can't fit in child human trafficking. I can't fit that in tonight. Not with all this other stuff. I'm fine. I'm just saying that's too... There's a limit to how many negative things I can read on. Bookstores across the nation, it's a boon for them. They have whole sections of banned books. I love it. That's what we gotta do. Lindsay is a new senior Ken doll. Yeah, with his tan makeup and blonde hair. Remember the other night? I read on that, and I got that somebody put him up to it. Miss Lindsay has lost her mind. I don't feel like this book ban is gonna succeed. Just so you know. One other thing I want to read on is Greg Abbott. When Uvalde was happening, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, when the shooting was happening at Uvalde, I felt that Greg Abbott said, "Don't bother." I felt like Greg Abbott, when Uvalde was happening, it made me think that was that when I heard that he wants to pardon that guy who murdered a Black Lives Matter protester, he wants to pardon him, then I was like, that's it. That I was accurate in that impression. That when those poor children were being shot up in Uvalde, Greg Abbott said, don't do anything. Yeah, that's what I got. I know. It's because they're monsters. Cheryl, I'm sorry, but Indiana, there's the train wrecks that are causing environmental problems. When somebody on the news says that the drinking water is safe, I'm sorry. Yeah. Meanwhile, back to Greg Abbott. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. There's a certain type of evil that we don't even want to think about it because we can't even relate to it anyway. It has nothing to do with him being in a wheelchair. If he wasn't in a wheelchair, he would be just as heinous. He left after Easter? Who? Now I'm lost. Who left after Easter? Remember, there's an NRA convention going on somewhere. Betty, I don't believe that all those people in Texas support Abbott. I don't believe it. Excuse me. I need a drink. Hang on. Oh, Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay. Excuse me. Okay, so your family just adopted a 140-pound Newfoundland. Where was I? Lindsey Graham went to Saudi after Easter. He did? I missed that. Okay. There's a certain flavor of evil that we will never, thank God, we'll never experience. That we have. Be grateful that you're a kind and loving person. Okay. Is Abbott going to... I asked this the other night. Let's see if it changed. Is Abbott going to pardon that guy? Yes, Lamb Chop is behind me with the bunny. You can see? You can see them? I can't see them from my angle. Let me move it over a little. There they are. They're just resting after Easter. They had a big week last week. Is Greg Abbott actually going to get that guy, that murderer, pardoned? I think I got no the other night too. Yeah. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe, but believe it or not, the fascist Republicans are going to start reeling it in a tiny bit. See Lamb Chop? I wasn't calling him Lamb Chop. I think you can see him. Texas News are saying he will. Is Greg Abbott, is that guy going to get, I don't know the guy's name, I don't even care, the murderer. Is he going to be pardoned? I keep getting no. What song, what is the song that never ends? You have Lamb Chop too? Aw. You have to go through the pardon board. Yeah, I keep getting no. Who's missing? Lamb Chop? Somebody has a Lamb Chop, little Lamb Chop, lamb stuffed animal and it's missing? Oh no. The Evangelical Bible Belt, there in Texas that makes people vote in fear. If you're a Christian, why would you vote for somebody who doesn't care about human beings and would pardon a murderer? Oh, Lamb Chop. There's a stuffed lamb behind me, and they're calling him Lamb Chop because I think Lamb Chop was a puppet, or was a part of a puppet show or something. I hope you find him. Oh my! Look at the time. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, so it was a Proud Boy who shot the Black Lives Matter protester, and I heard that person, that murderer, there was tons of evidence. Yeah, lamb chop was before my time. I don't remember lamb chop, but I know what they're referring to. The bottle drop was about 45 minutes ago. It was early tonight. Yeah, anyway, so they're showing us who they are. These evil people are showing us who they are. So we can't say we didn't know. It's time for our community cards. Okay, so I'm doing 3 community cards. Let's see. Everyone get a little stuffed bunny or a stuffed lamb and it'll make you feel all better. 3 cards for the next couple of days till we do Friday Night Live. In the meantime, remember to book your reading at psychicannetdion.com, and on Friday I'm probably going to start offering free affirmations on my website. Getting that together. Wow, there's a couple things here that I'm seeing for the next couple of days. The 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. This reminds me of what I was recommending. Balance out the good news. Add some good news into the mix with the bad news. Yeah, pull out your fuzzy cat. Everyone, get your stuffed animals together. And the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely what I was talking about earlier. The next couple of days. The 3 of Pentacles, which is rebuilding our country. The 3 of Wands, looking at things that have happened and, just kind of facing what's going on. And the 2 of Pentacles, keep the balance. You used to sew bunnies? Oh. You mean you used to make stuffed bunnies? Did you ever go to Build-A-Bear? I don't know if they still have those anymore. So this is really, these collective community cards are really about, keep the balance. We're in a time right now, it's been leaning really dark, but we're kind of coming into a calm after a storm, tough time, but focus on what is possible. Join us at 20 on Tuesdays. Yeah. So it's kind of like, the boat's not all rocking around in the storm anymore. It's starting to, the waters are getting a little calm, a little smoother. Why don't monsters eat ghosts? Because Daniel Perry, yeah, who murdered the Black Lives Matter protester. Keep the balance. Pray that guy doesn't get pardoned. Let's all hit the thumbs up. I like that idea. And please subscribe. I'm going to work on getting my numbers up. But in the meantime, be good to yourselves. Take a break when you need a break. And watch comedy. And hang out with fun people. Watch the vids 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the Sunday Church of Spirituality. Join Grassroots of Democracy. Get involved. And definitely, we're in this together, and we need to stick together, okay? Donald Trump is now under federal investigation for possibly scamming donors after the 2020 election. It never ends. Thank you for reminding people to hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share. I really do want to get my numbers up because it helps. I think it helps everybody. Namaste. See you soon. Love you too.